Hello guys, it's Blitz Specialist here, and yeah, this is going to be the first episode of a Black Ops 2 weapons breakdown series, where I go through every weapon and yeah, show you their good points and bad points, and show you my ideal class and things. So yeah, let's get on with the first weapon, the MP7. The weapon we are going to be analysing today is the MP7, which is in the submachine gun class. Now it has a lot of tough competition from other things in this class, and we'll get onto that later. Right, the MP7 fires 900 rounds per minute, which is quite good, and it has 40 rounds in its magazine normally, and 54 if you have extended mags on, but we'll come on to attachments later. It has 1.72 reload speed normally when you have some bullets left, 2.4 when you've run out of bullets. Now to give you a bit of in-depth analysis, the feel of the gun, I prefer to use this gun to run around and hip fire, because if you aim down sights you're actually quite likely to miss. I don't know why this is, but every time I seem to aim down sight in a gunfight, I always seem to lose. There's an example. Right, now we move on to the attachments for the MP7. Right, first off, there's the reflex sight. Now, I would use this, but the thing is, if I use the reflex sight, then that would mean that I'm going to aim down sight, really. And I don't really want to do that, because, you know, as I've said before, I use this as a spray and pray gun. So, it's not my favourite thing, but you can use it if you want. Laser sight. Now, this is something that I would have equipped. It increases your hip fire accuracy. And yes, it is absolutely brilliant when you're trying to do something like this. Now, the suppressor. Now, the suppressor is interesting because if you want the enemies to come towards you so you can spray and pray at them, then you're going to not want the suppressor. But if you're going to want to be sneaky, go around behind them, shoot them in the back, then you're going to want it, really. Fast mags, well, you know, fast mags is fast mags. You can have it if you want, you don't have to. Now, EO Tech sight is basically just the holographic sight, and yeah, that's the same as reflex, really. You don't need it, really. Foregrip, that's for aiming down the sight, you don't need that. Now, quick draw, faster aiming, don't need it. Full metal jacket, well, material penetration is always useful, but generally you don't hit fire at people who are behind something. So, you know, it's sort of something you can have if you want, but you don't need it. Right, now, range is always good, but hip firing you don't really want to be at that far range anyway, so it's not really the best thing. Now, the target finder sight is not really very useful because it's, you know, it's a sight. Adjustable stock is only useful while aiming. Now, the extended clip is quite useful because when you're hip firing, you use a lot of bullets, and if you use a lot of bullets, you're going to need more bullets in your mag. You're going to need an extended clip, so use that if you want. And now, select fire, no, just don't use select fire with the MP7. I'm not sure, but I don't think, I think it makes it 3-round burst or something? 1 round? I'm not sure, but either way, I don't think it would be very good. It would just make it more accurate, that's all. And it doesn't really need accuracy. I mean, it's got quite low recoil as it is. Now, rapid fire. Rapid fire is really good if you're trying to hip fire. So if you put rapid fire on, that would be really, really good for your class. And the millimeter scanner is another sight. So, yeah. Right, and now for my awesome class. Now for primary weapon, obviously the MP7 with suppressor, laser sight and rapid fire, because those are my favourite 3 attachments for this MP7. And then secondary, B23R, because it is the best secondary pistol, apart from maybe the Cap 40. I haven't used the Cap 40 much though, so there you go. Now, to get all 3 of those attachments, you are going to need primary gunfighter wildcard. Now, perk 1 is Ghost, so it helps you flank the enemies and stay off their radar. Cold-Blooded lets you stay off targeting systems and stops like people targeting you in general. And Dexterity, so you can aim at people, well, not aim at people faster, but hit fire after running faster and climb faster. And last but not least, Semtex, because Semtex is the best lethal because it sticks to things, which is just generally the best. Alright guys, so that concludes this MP7 breakdown. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button in the top right corner of your screen. And yeah, check back in 2 days for more videos and breakdowns from me, Lit Specialist. Until then, goodbye.